Hey everyone, I know a bit of a weird start to the vlog. Just thought I'd show you where we were last night, where I was. The hospital. In fact, KaCee got very ill and it ended up with us ringing the out of hours yesterday afternoon. I knew it was ill. It was so hot and unwell and very sleepy. So we rang the 111 service, which is like for out of regular hours if your GP's closed. And we rang that, and basically they dispatched an ambulance. The paramedics came out and, no surprise, brought KaCee in. Now, he came up in the ambulance and he did say to me, you know, baby, don't worry, you don't need to come up. The emergency department, well, it's always so hectic and busy. Anyway, they brought him up and I got this really weird feeling in my gut, and there were no way I weren't going to come up anyway, but a really weird feeling. And I rung only about half an hour after he'd gone, and the receptionist was like, oh, I'll put you through to the department he's in. She didn't want to say where he was really. Anyway, they didn't answer, so a couple of minutes later I rang back and she says, didn't they answer? And I went, no. And I says, can you tell me whereabouts he is? And she says, are you Joanne? And I says, yes. Obviously I'm down as his next of kin, and she checked my phone number and she said, I will get the doctor to ring you. He has been seen, I'll get the doctor to ring you. Anyway, I knew my gut feeling was right, and I came up and he was in Resus. So ill. His heart rate was so high, his blood pressure was so low. They pumped him with fluids, paracetamol for the temperature, all IVs. They did chest x-ray, which came back clear. They did numerous bloods. I mean, I thought he's got an infection. He's got a raging infection somewhere. Anyway, I mean, he's been brought in before with infections, but every time it just gets a little bit worse, and this was worse. This was so bad. The sister, the nurse in charge, stood at the end of his bed looking at the charts and the monitors are just bleeping all the time, because his sats aren't right and his breathing was so shallow and quick. And he was just like sleeping mostly. And she stood at, well, sort of like not right at the end of the bed. They don't have, like the table with all the numerous charts on, because they're doing Resus. So she was stood there at the table with all his charts on, near the end of his bed, just to the side, looking at the monitors. And she said to the staff nurse, she just said, well, he's had so many whatever fluid, and he's got antibiotics, and his temperature was still so high. It just wasn't coming down as they'd like. And she said to the nurse, she says, this isn't going how I'd like it to. This isn't going the way I would want it to. I'd expect to see it. And I'm just sitting there, stroking his arm. Anyway, he finally got out of Resus because he wasn't stable enough to move. I mean, one of the doctors from one of the, a medical doctor from one of the wards came down, and I don't know if he thought I could hear him or not, but he said to the the Resus doctor, he says there's no way a ward would accept him at the minute anyway. He's too ill. He's not stable enough. So it took till about 2 this morning till he was stable enough to be moved. And he's on the acute ward at the moment. I have spoke to him on the phone this morning. He sounded brighter, but I'm going to go in and see him now and see what they say. I mean, it is just horrible having to make that, get in touch with his mom and say that to her. I mean, she's other side of the Atlantic. So hard for her, so hard for me. So hard. Sounds selfish. A little piece of this little heart breaks. And I see him so ill. Anyway, basically, it looks like it's cellulitis, but they're just hoping it's in the tissue in his leg, because he has actually got an ulcer, quite deep, on his leg, which he didn't have when we were away. So, who knows? But, they were talking about getting the plastics team to come and see him. So, I mean, I don't think it will need debriding, cutting out. Fingers crossed. Let's hope it's just a matter of it needs, like packing or whatever. Anyway, I need to sort myself out. And I'll go in and see him. I'll speak to you all soon. Well, here I am, in with KaCee, been in with him a while, and thank goodness he is brighter than yesterday, aren't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little bit. Show you snips. It's hooked up. They've just taken the fluids down, which is a good sign.
Hello.
He says, you can see him and he'll wave. But we've just videoed his mom, so...
I'm a lot better than I was. I'm just tired.
He's shattered, so... I've been here a while now. I think I've been here a couple of hours, haven't I?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so... I won't be here much longer because you're knackered.
I am, yeah.
So I'll go home. I'll take the laundry with me. I'll do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll rinse and repeat tomorrow, won't we? Maybe I'll get a bit more sleep tonight.
I hope you do, baby.
I hope so. So I just worried last night. But at least tonight, you know, things are as acute,
No, not at all.
even though you're on the acute ward. It's not Resus acute.
No. I'm stable now. I'll just need to recover.
Yeah. Anyway, lovelies, I think I am going to go. I'm going to call it a day for today because I'm tired. And when I get home, I'll be doing nothing but put my pyjamas on. And getting in that big bed where I've got all the space.
You won't have all the space. There'll be 2 dogs up there.
No, they weren't last night.
Well.
And it is dark outside now, so yeah, I'll just, if I sit like this, but can you see?
You're going to mainly get reflection of it.
Yeah. Oh, well, don't look that dark, but it is. I wonder if I hold it like that. Anyway, that's enough of that, me trying to do that. That was a load of rubbish. Oh, just to end on a lighter note, do you realise, KaCee, you should not be in this hospital?
Why?
Because there's a big sign on the revolving doors at the front saying, if you are sick, do not enter.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that before. Dumbest sign I've ever seen on a
Yeah,
car
it's
building.
for a hospital. Anyway, lovelies, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to me before I come in to see you. And it means a lot. So take care wherever you are in the world. You know how it goes. Take care of you and those you love. And I will see you in the next vlog. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.